Republic. She ran the quickest 400 in the world yet this year. Yes, it's early, but she's in good form. Then we've got Nikisha Price, the first Jamaican ever to run under 49 seconds. And again, a pretty decent 200-meter runner, but this is not her main event. Same for Alexis Holmes. Her top 9 times out of her top 10 were all set in 2024. So an improving athlete, 25-year-old, as I said, come over after the World Indoor Championships in China. Well, Paulino, who moved to the 400, I guess probably in around about 2020, and has dominated that event, certainly last year. Talitha Diggs in lane 2. And then Stacey Ann Williams of Jamaica. Fresh from a new indoor 400 personal best. Lane 1 may be tough in this 200 then. Hansen, what we're looking for here?
Well, Paulino needs to at least come out of here with at least 5 points, because obviously to win, you get a little boost with the 12 points to win the deuce. Gabby and Dina are really going to be battling for that, and I think that they know that they're going to have a good chance at that 100K if they jump out in front with the points in this early race. Spoke to Dina like yesterday, and Dina actually said that she's really focused on that 4. Very confident about her too. So that 400 is going to be something special when she gets out there.
Dina Asher-Smith in lane 8. Gabby Thomas, Olympic champion, in 7. Safely away first time. Asher-Smith got out pretty good. Natson just got left a little bit. You'd expect that by the 2 sprinters on the outside. But it's Gabby Thomas around the top end who's just got half a metre on Dina Asher-Smith. And Thomas normally starts to go away from this point. Nasser running well in 3rd at the moment. And then there's a battle with Paulino charging down the last 30-40, but it's going to be Gabby Thomas. Asher-Smith might just hang on here. It's Gabby Thomas, but Paulino with a real surge, taking 2nd place, and that will be really, really significant. We expected Gabby Thomas to come away with a win, 22.62 in these conditions. That's pretty swift, that's pretty good. But Paulino, that is significant. You get 12 points for winning, you get 8 points for 2nd. But when we cast this forward to the 400 tomorrow and the possible result there, let's say the possible result, that is significant for Paulino.
Nah, it's absolutely significant, because she's obviously going to do her thing in the 4. For her to come 2nd, I didn't expect that, man. Gabby getting 1st place obviously makes sense. She's an Olympic champion, but for Paulino to come out of there with those extra points, she's going to end up having a good chance at that 100K.
Dina always runs a pretty good turn, transition at the home straight here. Gabby Thomas just moved away, just got that gap, and it looked as though Dina was rallying again here.
You know what, Gabby ran a much better turn than I expected. She's tall. You don't expect the taller sprinters to have such a good turn, but she's efficient. And once she gets on the straightaway and lets those limbs go, I mean, she's really, really hard to beat. I expected it to be a lot tighter with her, Dina. And that wasn't the case, but Paulino coming 2nd in that race, I think, is the big story.
Well, and so much hype has been on Gabby Thomas since the Olympics, and then since she announced early on that she was going to be running this series of Grand Slams. So look at that huge smile. She must feel really good breaking the tape.
You know what?
Check the result there, 22.62, as I mentioned, 22.93. It's the season's best because she hasn't raced yet for Paulino.
The Grand Slam track series kicked off with a thrilling spectacle in Kingston, Jamaica, where Olympic gold medalist Gabby Thomas once again asserted her supremacy in the women's 200-meter dash. Lined up in lane 7, the American sprint star powered to a commanding triumph, crossing the finish in 22.62 seconds. A remarkable season opener that firmly stakes her claim in the fight for the $100,000 series prize. The competition featured a remarkable roster of sprinters. Among them was Britain's Dina Asher-Smith, the 2019 world champion, stationed in lane 8. Although her recent campaigns have not mirrored her peak form, Asher-Smith remains a formidable competitor in both the 100m and 200m, still holding the UK national records in each event. Joining the field was Silwa Eid Nazer of Bahrain, former 400-meter world champion, arriving in Kingston on the back of the year's fastest 400m clocking in the Dominican Republic just days prior. Her participation added a layer of intrigue and depth to the sprint lineup. A standout moment came courtesy of Marilady Paulino, the Dominican 400m specialist, who impressed with a second-place finish in 22.93 seconds. Her fastest mark of the season, highlighting her versatility and scoring critical points as she gears up for her primary distance. Asher Smith secured third with a solid 22.96 seconds, while Naser narrowly missed the podium at 22.99. Completing the top 8 were Americans Alexis Holmes, 23.33, and Nikisha Price, 23.75, along with Jamaica's Stacey Ann Williams, 23.35, and Diggs, 23.30. From the gun, Thomas displayed remarkable focus and composure. Her bend technique was fluid and commanding, a notable achievement given her height, which can complicate curve navigation. By the halfway point, she had already established a clear lead. Asher Smith attempted a late surge down the straight, but Thomas's pace proved unmatchable. Meanwhile, Paulino made a decisive final push, overtaking Asher Smith to claim an unexpected runner-up spot. This outcome has significant ramifications for the series standings. Thomas's victory awards her 12 points, while Paulino's second place earns 8 essential points, potentially critical as she shifts focus to the 400m, where she is a leading contender. Known for her sprint finishes, Paulino demonstrated her late race burst also translates well to shorter events. The meet was also notable for the absence of Jamaica's Shericka Jackson, the reigning 200-meter world champion and a key rival to Thomas. Jackson reportedly missed the Grand Slam stop due to prior commitments at the Miramar Invitational in the U.S., leaving the home crowd without a Jamaican contender on the podium. Local athletes Williams and Price filled out the final positions, finishing 7th and 8th. Despite Jackson's absence, the atmosphere in Kingston was electric. Fans witnessed a high-level sprint finale led by an Olympic champion at peak form. With many more clashes ahead and rising stakes, the Grand Slam track series promises an exhilarating journey through the season. Thomas's victory in Kingston not only reaffirmed her position as one of the most consistent sprinters in the world, but also set the tone for what could be a defining season. Her technical precision, balance through the curve, and explosive finish illustrated an athlete in full command of her craft. For fans, this performance reignited anticipation for the upcoming legs of the Grand Slam series, where she will face even stronger opposition. With her current momentum, Thomas has made it clear that every race from here forward is not just about points, it's about legacy.